guys, I'm here at BlizzCon at the opening ceremony, which just finished right behind me. Hey Tim, how's it going?
Hello.
So the big announcement here was Overwatch, Blizzard's new game, which looks to be sort of a multiplayer first-person shooter action game with some MOBA elements, like heavy focus on class diversity, character diversity, sort of that kind of mixture that we expect from MOBAs. What'd you think?
Well, they led off with a kind of teaser CG trailer, which had these two young kids getting kind of very Pixar-ish kind of kids getting sucked up into a bigger battle between these kind of good and evil, superhero-y, super soldiery type of things. And I was kind of thinking, is this their pitch at the youth market? But then once you actually saw the gameplay footage, I think, like you said, Team Fortress 2 is the obvious touch point, and the way they were showcasing these different, very diverse kind of champions definitely made it feel like there was a kind of a big MOBA sensibility going on, and that's the kind of the cocktail it feels like they're mixing up here.
Very much so. I didn't notice any creeps on the screen when I was watching. I mean, it seemed very, very mechanically driven. I mean, there's lots. We saw turrets, we saw teleporters, we saw a medic, we saw a sniper with a bow and arrow and a sniper rifle. So yeah, a lot of similarities, a lot of ingredients on the surface shared there with Team Fortress 2, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think we see this as their kind of entry into, what Gearbox is doing with Battleborn. What folks like, up in Washington, they're making gigantic, like MOBA 2.0 in a different way, sort of. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to get a chance to play it here. Blizzard has 600 computers on the floor here. I'm definitely going to be able to write up some impressions on it as we play it. But on the surface, I mean, it looks like I guess what I was really impressed by was the level design. We didn't see sort of a conventional lane-based map, seemingly. We saw like a desert setting. We saw sort of a city setting that looked almost English.
Yeah, I like the diversity, seemingly, of abilities of the characters. It felt like that could potentially be a real hook that other kind of games in that space don't have. My suspicion is it will be like a free-to-play thing, right? And you'll be buying new characters, probably.
Almost definitely. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what their approach is. But still a lot of like the sort of Blizzard touchstones and sort of their themes there in place. Like, hey, the gnome or the dwarf, I'm not sure which one it was, is the engineer building turrets, and he's got a wrench. And kind of like MOBAs, every character seemed to have an ultimate ability.
Yeah.
And the gorilla goes into a rage mode. You can see like the dwarf sort of activate this like golden form of himself that made him build faster or something.
One of the snipers said one shot, one kill, which I think is definitely like a piece of dialogue that I think the Elven Archer used in Hearthstone. A little bit of lore for you there. And in fact, there was a nod to Hearthstone in the CG trailer where the guard was playing it on like a kind of a translucent tablet.
Yeah, so as a shooter player, I mean, I like the complexity. I like seeing some movement ability, some jetpacking stuff, a lot of elevation, it seemed like in the trailer that they showed. So it's going to be really interesting to see how well Blizzard can create shooters. I mean, they haven't made a shooter.
Sure.
They're in business of making strategy games and MMOs, now card games, and so I guess this is sort of them branching out.
And so closed beta is 2015, so next year.
Right.
What I'm curious as well to find out about from hopefully you playing it, because I'm not queuing up for that long. From you playing it, is at what level of polish it's at now? Because I know like when Hearthstone went into closed alpha or like it was already pretty slick. It was really balanced they had to do. So like my suspicion with this is that it will be quite far along.
It seemed like more than a vertical slice. I mean, the fact that they showed what seemed like 10 characters in gameplay and at least 3 maps from what I counted, it seems like it's pretty far along. Yeah, I mean, if this wasn't launching, then again, Blizzard takes a long time to finish things, but if this wasn't launching or going into a much wider beta stage next year, yeah, I would be surprised.
Who's your favorite of the characters?
I was interested in the sort of the female English character who was teleporting a lot. I'd like to see how that mechanic operates, like whether it's on an explicit cooldown or if it's her ultimate ability to sort of teleport beyond people.
Her accent was a bit urchinist.
Oh yeah,
a
little too aggressive.
Bit Dick Van Dyke. I wasn't sure about. She's probably an actual British person. I think I like the samurai guy who they closed on doing the magic arrow attack.
Yeah,
reminded me a bit of Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur.
For sure. All right, so that's our first take on Overwatch, guys. Our first reaction to the game. Blizzard's new game here announced here at BlizzCon. We'll have a chance to play it on the floor, of course, so we'll have more in-depth coverage for you on PCGamer.com. Thanks, Tim.